just triple check just in case.
Okay, thank you so much for doing that for me.
It's like my new fear.
After the podcast episode where I will just never forget, you're like, you're gonna kill me. And I remember just being like...
Yeah. And if you're ever watching and you see me look over to the side, I'm probably checking if the recorder is still recording.
Oh no, so am I, because like it's never like stopped recording on me because I always like plug it into the wall, but I just always get paranoid that like I didn't press record even though I've checked like 15 times throughout the podcast.
Yeah,
so
that's because it's happened and I've done that before by accident. Actually more than once, so now we triple check.
Yeah, so everybody,
so hey guys,
welcome back to a new episode of Bookmark'd with Sara and Des. We missed you guys last week. We didn't have an episode last week, and that was my fault, so this is my formal apology, guys.
Hey, no fault.
It was like last week I was on vacation, which I still planned on like us filming a podcast episode, but I got very, okay, of course I want to start coughing right when I start talking about this. I got very sick last week and I had no voice, like none at all. So for your guys' ears and for just your enjoyment, my voice was so like bad that I was like, yeah, I can't do this. Like you guys are just going to be like, Destiny, this is unbearable. So I was like, yeah, we probably should skip this week.
Okay.
And
talking for
try again
a few
next
hours
week
while sick is probably not the best either for your voice.
Yeah, so we're back this week, back and better than ever, and we're so excited because fall is basically in full swing. Even if the weather doesn't want to agree with us, we are feeling fall to the full extent, so we decided to do a fall-themed episode today and talk about all things fall to start off the season.
I'm so excited. Wait, is it still hot in Indiana?
So it's been feeling nice the past couple of days, but tomorrow and the rest of the week is going to be in the 80s.
Oh no.
And it sucks. Because the other day we were really playing pickleball outside and it was like feeling like fall.
Yeah.
And I kept on telling everybody, I was like, oh my God, it literally feels like we're going to go to a haunted house tonight. Like this is the weather that like it's like haunted house weather. I feel like we should go. And everyone was like, no. And I was like, oh, okay.
No. Our highs for next week are like 65 to 70 high.
Oh my God.
It's like hitting.
When
you come, it's going to be like the perfect fall weather. Like you picked like the most perfect week ever. It's like
I will tell you guys my weather forecast. Oh wait, why is it in Bloomington? Not in Bloomington. Yeah. Well, actually today it's supposed to get up to 82, and then Thursday's 81, Friday's 85, Saturday's 83, Sunday's 80, and then the rest of the next week is in the 70s. So
fall's just a mindset right now for you.
No, and that's the thing. It's a fall mindset. We're full in it, and I've been seeing people like, I guess maybe because I thought like everybody was just like loving fall, but I've seen a lot of people that are like, what is the big idea with fall? Like I love summer, I don't want it to be fall, because I guess for some people it's like it's gonna start getting cold and like no one wants that, so it's kind of like whatever. But I don't
want the winter. I love fall though. Fall is just like something about it is so cozy and I love it.
It's so cozy. But we'll talk more about fall later into the episode. So for now we are going to catch up a little bit since we did miss last week, and Sara has something an event going on today. It's a national event actually of what today is.
I do. Today is a national holiday in my household. Well, honestly to me, I feel like I make the biggest deal out of it. It's Mochi's birthday.
Woo,
my child.
Happy birthday, Mochi.
Thank you. She is 5 today, and that's like a big number. That's like not a scary number, but I just feel like she's
it's
a
milestone.
Yeah, I feel like 5 is a milestone. So I took her to PetSmart. I picked out so many toys. Well, they had like a bunch of like Halloween ones, and it was like buy 3 get the 4th free. And I was like, of course I'm gonna get all 4. And then I got all extra.
Like of course Mochi deserves all 4 of them.
Oh yeah, and she loves car rides. So we took her on a car ride.
Oh,
I was gonna take her to like a park or something, but she can't really run around and stuff. She like hurt her leg, so we didn't do that. But she saw people at PetSmart. She made friends, so that's enough. And I'm gonna give her toys later and a birthday cake. I got a little. There's a party hat we have for their birthdays, so I'm gonna put that on her head tonight. She hates it, but she needs it. It's her birthday.
Yeah, it is her birthday. So everybody mark your calendars that September 20th is National Mochi Day.
Exactly.
And everybody wish Mochi happy birthday.
That's so kind. You want to hear funny? This is actually not funny at all. But the reason we got Mochi is because my old dog, he died September 20th and Mochi was born September 20th. So my mom thought it was like a sign. And that's why we got Mochi.
And it was.
And it was. Mochi
it was a sign.
Perfect. Isn't that so funny? It's not funny. It's not a funny story.
It's a what is it called?
Coincidence?
It's a coinky dinky story.
Yeah.
That they got Mochi.
Yeah, but we got her in like December, but she was born the same day. So her gotcha day's in December, but she was like literally born today.
Yeah. I think Charlie's birthday's at the end of May. It's one of the days at the end of May. I get it confused because there's like multiple people with birthdays in May, so I'm always like, what day is it? I don't know. But
How
I know
old
it's
is Charlie?
She just turned 3 in May, so she's
Aww.
3. She's little.
just a baby.
She was a quarantine baby. Ooh. Someone was getting a little whatever in quarantine. She's a quarantine baby, and she's like sitting there looking at me right now. It's funny because my room's decorated for fall, and so I have these cute little like pillows on my bed that are like little ghost shapes and like pumpkins, like they look like actual pumpkins. And she leaves them alone, like she wants nothing to do with them, whatever. But if like my mom or my brother or my dad comes in the room, or she just gets like mad about something and wants to give me an attitude, boom, rips them off the bed and like throws them everywhere. Like she's just so like me.
She
and
knows
her.
what she's doing. Did you decorate before you left?
Yes, I decorated.
Okay,
literally, I left on Saturday, and then I spent the whole entire Saturday just like deep cleaning my room, decorating. And so like that's the little corner I'm in right now is my little window seat corner.
Those pillows are so cute.
Yeah,
They're
these are the little. And also I have my little pillowage going on in my seat. If you guys are watching visually, you can kind of like see the corner, but Sarah's like propped up at a weird angle. Oh no, I love it. Well, it's weird though because I'm like, maybe my room doesn't look cohesive because like the rest of my room is like the orange and black, and then the corner's colorful. But I do the corner because this like the posters and everything over here are colorful, so I always put like colorful decorations right here.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I put the curtains up, so it makes it feel like a separate little room. So
it's cute.
It's different from the rest. But I did some fall decorating. I noticed that you had done fall decorating in your videos. I did. Oh my gosh, I went on an editing rampage the other day, and I texted Sarah because I was like watching all of her new videos, and I was like, oh my god, I just love them. Like I genuinely was so happy watching those videos. Like I was like, I love these so much.
I was editing, I think the Fourth Wing one, and that one was like just a fall reading vlog, but I put that one in it, and I was editing it. I was like, this is actually like one of my favorites because like the fall vibes, I feel like I went full force because that week is when I got like my fall candles and everything, and it felt really fall. Like that was the first week it felt fall, so I loved that video.
It was so good. And speaking of that reading vlog, do you have thoughts to share on the podcast? Everyone's been waiting for you to read Fourth Wing. We're like on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, when I was updating my Goodreads, I was reading Fourth Wing, 7 Year Slip, and then I just put that A Court of Silver Flames. So I was reading, and people were thinking I was reading all your favorite books. And I told Destiny, I was like, no, I just read books that you love because I have to.
Was so funny too. Because did you see the screenshot? Did you just tell me? And people were like, oh, are you doing a video? I'm like, that is so funny.
No, I was like, no, I just trust Destiny's favorite books and I have to read them. And I told you I was going to read those books, so I had to stand by that. What book? Fourth Wing. Yeah. Okay, so I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't have the same like love for it as everyone. Like I don't think it's like the best book I've ever read or the best fantasy I've ever read. It's definitely really good, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was different because I've never read dragons or like a school vibe. Like I've never had like a academic, I feel like fantasy, like high stake fantasy like that. But I thought it was really good. The whole thing was good. The writing was good. The story was fun. The only thing that I was like waiting for, like I think it took a while for me to like understand Xaden's hype. Like he was hot right off the bat. But then like it went from like 0 to 100. I was like, okay, wow, no, this is really good.
Was it when you were texting me and you were like, what does he look like? And I have his fan art on deck just to let you guys know. Like Sarah texted me that and I automatically sent her a picture of every single character in the series. And she was like, okay, yeah, hot. As soon
as they explained his tattoo, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. But yeah, it was really good. I'm excited for the second one. Like the way it ended was crazy. And since I knew it was such a crazy ending, I was just the whole time, like from page 1, I was just guessing what could happen. But it was still like, even though I guess like I thought it was so crazy, like obviously. And I'm excited for the second one. Did you see that she's gonna be a midnight
in New York City? Yeah, in New York.
If you want to, I think they might be sold out the tickets, but
yeah, I know. Because I went to look at the tickets, and I was like, oh, I want to go so bad. She probably has a restraining order against me, so I don't think I can go.
No, because it's gonna be probably crazy because everyone everyone going, I'm sure, is just obsessed with the book, so it's gonna be a crazy environment.
Actually, I will go if there's like a special edition sprayed edges. I will literally buy tickets from somebody, that way I can get that book because I'm so obsessed with it. I mean, Fourth Wing for me is like in the top 5 of any fantasy I've read, and it's not because like, oh my god, this world is crazy. It's because like I feel like, especially if you aren't a fantasy reader, you can get into Fourth Wing like for example, I think Steph Bohr read Fourth Wing, and like she doesn't really read fantasy like ever, and she read it and she really liked it because I feel like it is like kind of an introductory thing to people to get into fantasy. And I kind of just liked how like it wasn't too like out there, like it just kind of felt like, oh, okay, yeah, there's dragons and you're going to the school, like whatever.
It got like so much hype because people that weren't reading fantasy were reading that book.
Yeah.
And that's why people love it. Because also, if that introduced you guys to fantasy, if you haven't read fantasy, that was your first one, you need to start reading fantasy. Like, fantasy books are so good for like, not for no reason, but like they get crazy and they're so good. So if you love Fourth Wing, there's so many good ones.
Also, if you guys are wanting to get into fantasy, it would be like, I would recommend going into some YA fantasy for sure. Because like, even for me, who I feel like we both read like quite a bit of fantasy books, you definitely read more than I do. And it's like, I have been trying lately to get into like adult fantasy or sci-fi series, and it's like, what is going on? Like, it's a whole entire different level. And I feel like it's the politics in the world and the way things work is just simpler in YA. So I kind of try to stick to YA because like I tried to read Red Rising and I still have no rating for that book because genuinely I'm like, the book wasn't bad. I just think I'm stupid. Like, I just don't get what happened. Like, I think I could recall maybe like 30% of the book. Like, actually, it's not true. I could tell you everything that happened in the book, but I don't know what any of it means. So it's like weird. But when you read Fourth Wing, I think also like that, like something that like sucks, quote unquote, is because like when I read it, it was like the hype was just getting there, and I feel like people were starting to talk about it, but I didn't honestly even like know what the book was about. I just saw everyone posting about it. And then with you, like that, you heard like, oh, the plot twist, this ending is crazy, this and that. It's like, because it's been out for a few months, it's like, it just sucks because sometimes I feel like I think when I reviewed Fourth Wing, I tried to keep out like the whole entire like ending stuff like that. Like, I didn't really want to tell people like, oh, look, there's a crazy plot twist, because I feel like that's a spoiler. Like, for example, with The Silent Patient, when everyone was like, plot twist, crazy, by the way, like absolutely. I feel like then
all
it
you're
like
thinking
builds
about
up.
while you're reading.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Then like you're decoding everything. It's more just like, hey, this is a really good book, and it's like that.
Honestly, if no one was like telling me, literally every single person was like hyping the ending up, I wasn't gonna read it as fast. Like, I literally finished it in bed. I read the last like so many pages of it in bed because I was gonna go to bed before and just finish it the next day, but I was like, actually I have to finish it. Like, I have to know the ending. And I think that's what got me to read it so quickly. But yeah, I mean, it was still good. It was a really good book. It's good fantasy. I'm excited for the second one. I'm excited to see the rest of the story because there's 5 books, so I'm like, where and how are we going from here?
I'm so excited to I
think I'm gonna like the second one better. I think it's going to go more deep into stuff. So I think I'm going to like it better.
I think that I will probably end up liking it better too, because like Fourth Wing's still always like a 6-star read for me. Like, I love that freaking book so much. And also it's a special place because it got me out of my terrible book slump that I was in. But also like when I think back on it, like some of the like training that was like going on for like chapters and chapters, I was just like, when I look back, I'm like, yeah, I mean, that was kind of repetitive, and there of course are certain things that you can look and go like, okay, yeah, like whatever. But I feel like the next book, since we've already set up everything, we're going to be learning about this, like all of this stuff that I'm just so excited for.
That's what I love about fantasy series, because after the first one, like, you're so like engrossed in the world and the politics and the characters. It just gets better and better. I finished the Prison Healer trilogy.
I saw that
last week. Oh, like, so good, and it just gets better and better.
You know the funny thing, because like I want to read that because you read it, and then I follow or keep up with quite a few people who make like fan art that it's like hyper realistic, like looks like just real people, and I saw one come up on my TikTok for those like characters in the Prison Healers trilogy.
Wait, really? Oh, I forgot to look them up. I wanted to look up fan art when I was done. I waited.
I'll send it to you. I think it's probably the 2 main people, and from what I'm assuming, and I was like, ugh. Okay, I'll pick it up.
No, you really should. It's so good.
No, yeah. I actually want to pick that up. I haven't read a lot of books this month, and the ones that I have read, I've just been kind of low-key getting disappointed by, so I'm not like in a slump because I want to read, but it's just like, it sucks because the only books that I have read this month, it's just kind of like, I feel
that was me when I read the books that you were reading. I felt the exact same way. Like, I want to read, but like nothing's doing it.
It's so frustrating when you read like anticipated new releases, and it's also so frustrating, like, I'm glad that other people are loving these books, but it's like when you see them like love it so much, I wish I felt that way about it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was going to be my favorite book.
I know, that's why I was so sad, because I was the one that was waiting for like over a year now. I was so excited for it. I felt the same way you did, like everything you felt about the book I did. I think I gave it 4 just because I loved the series, but I probably would give it like 3 just thinking back on it and stuff, but
yeah,
it was just so sad.
I gave it a 3 because
like
it took me literally like, because I can remember with Things We Never Got Over, I finished that book in like a day and a half, like, and I was like so obsessed with it. This book took me like 3.5 days to finish, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like, it felt long. Like, the other ones don't feel long when you're reading them. Like, it goes pretty quick. But this one was like, it was a lot going on, and just like kind of dragged on a little bit.
Yeah, and it just, I mean, me and Sarah both have videos airing out our grievances with that book. So, and we didn't hate it. And can I talk about this? Guys, listen, I was at month and a half ago, I re-entered the Goodreads space. I so bad am like, I'm about to leave it again, guys, because anytime I rate a book 3 stars, there are people coming to my comments and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you rated it so low. I'm like, like, what?
I think it's like on Goodreads, you'll put the rating, but like there's no like explanation for it. So like, you can't really like say, so they just see the rating. But yeah, everyone's ratings, I mean, obviously everyone's opinions are different. Everyone's ratings are different just because it's a 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's a bad book. It just like didn't hit as high as much as we wanted it to.
And it's like, for me, 3 stars, it's like I still recommend it to everybody. Like, I would still recommend a 3-star book to everybody. Honestly, once we get into like the 2 stars and obviously below, I don't really recommend a book. But when you're in a 3-star range, I still recommend it because I've said this, but when a book is 3 stars to me, I can see why other people would love it. There's just stuff about it that got on my nerves. That's my personal book taste. Like, because everybody's opinions are different. Like, there are certain things that people enjoy in a book that other people don't like. And I think that's what it also boils down to. So most of the time when it's in a 3-star range, I did enjoy reading the book and I can see why other people would like it. So I'm still going to recommend it to other people because I think that just because I didn't absolutely like fall in love with it doesn't mean that you're not going to love it. And so I still recommend it, and 3 stars is still absolutely a good rating. I mean, you have 3, 4, 5. Like 5 stars is like, I don't like hand out 5 stars. There's not a big range. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't hand out 5 stars either. So really, most of the time, we're dealing between whether it's like a 4 or a 3. So it's like not a bad rating for me. It's just frustrating because I'm like, I love Goodreads because I love like, because there are like so many times that I'll post about a book and people will be commenting back and forth, all of this stuff. But I'm like, it's frustrating to like go and open Goodreads and people be like trashing you for like putting a popular book at 3 stars. It's like, come on. Yeah. Who cares? Like, at the end of the day, it's fine. Like, there's nothing to do with it.
You can't comment back either.
No, I know, because I tried to comment back and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I was like, why can't I comment back to these people? Comment. Yeah. And so I was like, whatever. But that, things we left behind, the Brothers Hawthorne, I was like, wow, these are like not hitting like I thought they were going to. Like,
no, those were disappointing, I think.
It was definitely disappointing. And I only gave the Brothers Hawthorne a 3 stars because I love the series. Like, honestly, when I think about that book, I'm like, that book was kind of awful.
Yeah. That's the same thing I did with Things We Left Behind. I gave it 4 because I love the series, but I gave it 3. And honestly, 3 is like generous, I feel like, because I did not like it. I told Death, I was like, it should 100% have been either separated, or it just didn't make sense that there was 2 storylines in one. And that it's Brothers Hawthorne, but we don't get all the brothers. Like, I'm just begging for the other brothers. Like, we're in like 2 scenes. And I was so sad.
Also, with Nash, there's something at the start of the book that kind of comes to light with Nash. And I'm like, oh, so we just don't get his point of view. So we just don't get to see that from his point of view. It just felt like it was kind of like a bridge book. Like, she just made it so it could get into like the other book that she's writing. Like, it kind of... It's like an in-between. Which I think just still could have been a novella. Like, I just personally didn't care about anything that was happening. Wasn't it was way too long. Or it was over 500 pages. Oh, really? I think it was like over 500 or close. I don't know. Somewhere around that range. Way too long. And also, I'm not going to say whose point of view it's in, but when this character is talking about Avery, this like came to my attention where I was like, okay, yeah, in the Inheritance Games, I felt like we were missing that actual like romance aspect where it's like I feel a strong connection in the romance. So in this person's point of view, when they were talking about Avery, I was like, oh, I like this though, that like we're getting more of the romance. Yeah. But then again, someone commented this, and I agree when I'm thinking back on it, but it felt like so purely physical whenever they were like describing Avery and like what they were thinking about her. Like, it felt so physical. Like, it's like not like, oh my gosh, she means everything to me, like blah blah blah. It felt like very like describing her body in these ways, and I'm like, oh, so this is a young adult book. Like, you guys are kind of like toeing the line.
I remember that. Yeah, I don't think it really hit even as hard as the whole first trilogy did. Like, all of that was just so good. And this one was just so like, nothing made sense. Like, I don't even understand the storylines, like, it just, I don't know, it didn't really make sense to me. I mean, it wasn't, like, bad. It's just not, I just didn't personally like it.
The storylines could have been wrapped up within 50 pages. And I said what I said. Both of their storylines equally could have been wrapped up. It's just like every chapter was the same. She was just stating the same thing over and over again in every single chapter. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't love it. Are you reading anything now? Anything good now that you're reading? Yet?
I haven't been able to pick back up a book since I got back from vacation just because editing, but the last book that I read, I'm going to start the Harry Potter series today, which is kind of a scary feat because people love it and I don't know how much I'm going to like it, but the last book I picked up was Summer Sisters because I was at the beach and I was like, oh, this seems like a fun little read. And I cried at the end, by the way.
I saw your Goodreads review.
I was like,
your comment.
I think in my Goodreads, it's my review. I was like, this is a 4. I think I ended up giving like 4.25 or something like that. I think it's annoying whenever I say 4.25, but it's like it's a differentiating how I feel about it. And it was like, I did not need to like think about every single friendship that I've ever had, but now I'm thinking about every single friendship that I've ever had. 'Cause it's like a story. It made me feel the same way. Like if you guys have read Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna, that book is one of my 6-star books. I don't talk about it a lot.
I need to read that.
But it's like, it is so good because it's, again, like the same kind of essence where it's a tale of friendship. And I remember when I read Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna, I read it in a time where I was like going through some stuff with friends and friends who I had known for years, like childhood best friends. And I had read that book. And I remember sitting in my backyard and reading this book and just like sobbing my eyes out because sometimes it just hits when you read a book about friendship like that, especially like lifelong friends, and just the way that like it feels so real. Like you're reading these people's stories and it feels real because this is actually how friendship is, like fights, arguments, stuff like that happens. And so I felt that same way reading Summer Sisters, and her writing was also giving like Ellen Hildebrand, because you know in Ellen Hildebrand books where like everybody gets a point of view, it's all told in third person, but, like even like little tiny side characters get like a few chapters of their point of view, like that's what happened. And also because they spend their summers on Martha's Vineyard, I think they spend their summers on Martha's Vineyard, so it was giving the same thing. Cute. And I just really like that one. So
that's how I felt about Happy Place, like all the relationships and stuff. It's just relatable, and when it hits hard.
No, it does. And I was like, oh, wow, this is so good. So, well, I am excited to read. Actually, I have like a ton of books on my TBR that I just need to like, you know, Destiny, hey.
I'm excited for you to read Harry Potter, though. Because I haven't read it either. I haven't watched it. I haven't read it.
No. And that's the thing.
I'm excited to see what you think.
I'm scared, though, because like, I read fantasy books. Like, that's the thing. It's like, this is not like out of the whatever for me, because I do read fantasy, but something about the wizards, and I think maybe because it's just like so like in pop culture that I'm like, I just don't know if I'd like. It's like I haven't watched the Star Wars movies because I don't know if I would like them. You know, like there's just something about it where I'm like, I don't know. There are 7 books. I think that's 7.
Yeah. I don't even know what Harry Potter's about. I just know he goes to a wizard school. Like that's literally all I know.
They're like wizards and there's magic and potions and all of that stuff, I think. But I think they're like books. I think this and Percy Jackson, where it's like elementary schoolers can read it. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like
I read Percy Jackson in like 4th, 5th grade. One of those two, like so long ago.
It's like the Hunger Games, like where anybody really any age can read it, but like young kids read it. Because I read the Hunger Games when I was in like 4th, 5th grade. So and Divergent.
I'm excited to see what you think.
I'm excited as well. I'm also scared because, like, what if I just really don't like it?
That's okay.
But, however, I wanted to show you what I got in the mail the other day.
Oh, what'd you get?
I got it finally. It finally delivered. If you guys aren't watching, it's Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which is one of Sarah's, like, new obsessions.
Like,
was this a 5-star read for you?
Understate. Yeah, like, even like a 6. Like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I just became like unhealthily obsessed. Like it was.
I know.
Like the fantasy part was fun because it's like Hunger Games type, so it's like it was giving like I don't know, it was just fun because you have all like trials and stuff. But then, like whenever I'm reading a fantasy, I feel like there's always like not just a subplot of romance, but you get like hints of romance and some scenes with romance, and it's good and it hits. But like this one was like the romance was like one of like the main plots, and it's just like. Oh my god, it's just so good. I can't wait for you to read it. I can't
See, but I love fantasies that feel like the romance is at the forefront of the book. Like, I really like that. Oh my god.
No, and that's what that one's giving. I seriously think about it every single day. Like, oh my god, it's so good. You guys have to read. And it's not... some people can't get it because she's signed with a publisher, so they're coming out with it at Barnes in November or something, like a Barnes edition. But I think you can order it online on Amazon, like UK version or
no,
something.
that's what I know. I just like ordered this on Amazon. I didn't even have to go to Amazon UK, and it took a while to get here. And I think people were saying that it's because it is from the UK. Like, this is the UK, and it is. 'Cause this is like, because Simon, and
because they took it off for the US because she's like going into like publishing and like getting it published. But when I like, read it and stuff, like I've seen her TikToks come up because she's an author. Then she posts like TikToks on like the book talk side of like her journey through the whole thing. And I remember seeing one a while ago, and I've had this book on my shelf for a bit. And then I went back and I watched a bunch of her TikToks of like her journey writing this. Like I think she started it in like actually don't remember. But it's been a while, and like I don't know. Now I'm watching all her TikToks of her writing the second one, and I'm literally just like, I need it like right this second. But yeah,
I saw Haley say that in her video. I think it was her unboxing that she was talking about. She was one of those authors in like quarantine or something that was like making TikToks about like writing their book, and then it came out, and I was like, oh wow,
that's. And I'm really happy for her because I feel like it's getting. I mean, people obviously have read it before, but like it's getting like I've seen it many places now, and I'm really happy for her because she's so cute and it's so good. Like everyone needs to read it.
I can't wait to read it. I really want to read it. Whenever I'm in the fall, I love fantasy books in the fall.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I've been reading so much fantasy. I just can't go back to like a romance right now. I'm reading Court of Silver Flames though. Actually, I'm not reading it. I'm listening to it.
You're listening. And how far are you into that?
Well, I got there's like a drama audio version, so it kind of like acts it out and
so
stuff.
Funny.
And honestly, I like that more because there's like sound effects, there's different like actors for each voice, and it feels like you're like almost watching in your head what's going on. And I got halfway, and then that audio stopped because only the first half is out, which is really annoying. The second half doesn't come out for a while, so I got the regular audio because I can't just sit and read it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've been listening to it, so I'm halfway through the book right now. Something I feel like big just happened. I don't know, but I was so checked out of like ACOTAR, like the whole series, that like I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I'm just like sitting here for the vibes, and then I think I'm gonna watch one of the videos that kind of explains what happened. I know kind of what's happening, but
I would recommend really. Carrie Can Read because one, she just like puts in so much effort with those videos, so I always recommend that, and she like does it very well because she also like put some like comedic aspects into it as well, like when she's like talking about it, and it makes it like a lot easier to understand. Because when I read the first Crescent City book, I was lost. I was like, wow, like this is like, you can tell even where Sarah J Maas's like writing is progressing with the Crescent City series, because it is a lot more difficult. I always tell people that that's like the last like series that you should tackle from her, because like you get it in the Throne of Glass series too, where the politics get a little bit more like intertwined and heavy, and it starts, you know, you got to kind of be like, oh crap, what's going on. And I sat and watched her like breakdown of it, and then after that I was like, oh wait, no, like everything makes sense. Like, and I did that before I went to House of Sky and Breath, and it like made a lot more sense to go into.
I'm definitely gonna watch that after. I mean, it's good. I think Cassie's my favorite. When I'm listening to it though, I have to skip over the spice scenes because something about listening to it just feels wrong. But other than that, I think that he's my favorite. I had a feeling he was gonna be a favorite. I don't know why.
It's because he's a lot more like humorous. Like he kind of is more of like the jokester of the group, and he like kind of uses that, and like him and Nesta are perfect for each other. I feel like he brings out everything in her.
Yeah, like I like the way that he not reacts to Nesta, but like kind of like helps her a little bit and like understands her. So I think I like that part. And I'm not a Nesta hater. I like completely understand. I mean, she's kind of mean sometimes, but like I completely understand her point of view and like seeing what she's been through and her thoughts on stuff. So I'm enjoying it. It's just taking me a while.
And it took me a while too, because I can remember last September I tried to read it on my, like literally I was on vacation like a year ago, like this week, and I brought it with me on vacation. I think I got like 60 pages in, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this. Because also before I read A Court of Silver Flames, I was a Nesta hater, because you have to think you're reading it from Favor's point of view, and Nesta can be like very, very vile and mean. Like she just can. That's just like part of her character. And so I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be hard for me to get through, because it's like the longest book, and it's like all about her, you know, like, and I don't really want to like read about her. And then I ended up like picking it back up and read it in like one night when I picked it back up, because I was like, you know what, I relate to Nesta. There are parts of her that I'm like, wait, no, like she is me. Like I get it. Like that is, you know. And I like that in the Extra series we're getting different characters' point of views. Of course I love Feyre, and also Sarah J. Maas, this is me begging you for another book from Favor's point of view to end off the series. Just like Chloe Walsh is going to release, like, the final book of Boys of Tommen is going to be another book from Johnny and Shannon's point of view to, like, end it off. I am begging Sarah J. Maas to do that with the Akadar series, because I don't think I can't not see Reason from Favor's point of view again in my life. So I'm begging for that. But it is nice to, like, see the other characters from, like, these characters' point of views. And also, were you introduced to the new character that I'm absolutely obsessed with?
Oh my god,
that popped up in the Curtis Flames.
I was listening to it, and sometimes when I'm listening, I kind of check out just because I don't know. Because I don't know exactly what's going on. So, like, sometimes I'm just like, okay, she's, like, in a library, whatever. And I think I was, like, this name kept popping up, and I wasn't paying attention. And I, like, had to rewind, like, 20 minutes. Because I was like, wait, I think I'm supposed to remember this name and, like, know where she came from. Because I had no idea who she was. So I rewinded it, and now I kind of know who she is and, like, what's going on with that.
Oh, my gosh.
So I think I know who you're talking about. Because I remember hearing you talk about her, like, people, like, their thoughts on her, and I remember the name kept coming in my headphones, and I was like, oh, I think I need to know who she is. So I I know who she is now.
She's amazing. Cute. I love her so much. And I see, but that's like, we could get into this whole entire thing about what I think about this character that we're talking about, because I think that there's way too much to her backstory that we have heard a little bit of, and I have a theory of how we're going to hear more about her.
I'll probably finish it by the end of the month. It's probably going to take me the whole month to finish it. It took me like a week to get through the first half.
It's a long
I was like
book,
in the gym. I'm in the gym listening to it. Whenever I'm like doing something, I'll start listening. But I forgot that I was reading it, so I haven't listened in a while. So,
oh man,
it'll take me all month. Yeah,
I'm just laughing because I'm imagining you working out, and, like, you know, people just, like, look at Sarah's, like, cute little face, and they're like, oh, I wonder what she's listening to. And then, like, one of the smut scenes pops up, and it's just the most vile.
Yeah, well, I was making breakfast. My brother was home for a night, and he was sitting on the couch. My mom walks in, and I'm making food, and all of a sudden, like, in my ears, like, it's just so, like, uncomfortable. I know they don't know what I'm listening to, but I had to just, like, skip, because it's also listening to the graphic audio, so it's, like, literally graphic.
Oh god.
And it was just, I was like, started sweating. I was like, this is not happening right now. Like, they don't know what I'm listening to, but if they did, I don't know. But I had to skip over it. So yeah, but I'm enjoying it. I will say that.
I'm so glad, because this also means that Sarah's going to start the Throne of Glass series.
Oh yeah, she's done I told Destiny when she comes, we're going to go to Barnes, because I was going to buy it the other day. Well, every time I go to Barnes, I'm like tempted to buy it, but I was like, I have to buy it with you, and I'll start it like right when you come, because I'm not reading anything or filming anything when you come, like specific. So
I'm so scared, because was it not that long ago, Haley, I think she picked back up I think Queen of Shadows was the book that she had picked up, and she was texting me about it, and I always get so scared, like, when I'm so passionate about a book series and somebody picks it up, or like a book, I'm always like so scared. Like when Sarah was reading Fourth Wing, I was scared, and not to bring up like touchy topics, but like when Sarah read Binding and Keeping 13, I like that. No, it has started since then, because I guess I was just so confident that, like, if other people, like, if they read what I like read and loved it, like, there's no way nobody can't love it, you know what I mean? So then when you read it and didn't like it, it kind of opened my eyes to, like, no, like, not everybody's gonna like this. And that just happened to me because this video's not out yet, so I'm not gonna, like, whatever, but Rachel Catherine, who we love, oh my gosh, I love her so much. I would literally be watching her videos all the time. She was like reading Binding 13, picked it back up again, and I was so scared, and she had like texted me her thoughts on it, and I was like, I am just so fearful for anybody to read a series that I love, because, like, also, if you, like, hate it, then you're gonna look at me and be like, is there something wrong with this girl? Like, why does she love this so much?
I texted you after, because I was asking you, I was trying to give you, like, my thoughts on why I didn't like it, and then I wanted to hear why you did like it, because I think that was the only one that I read that you, like, love, that I didn't love, and that's why I started questioning myself. I was like, what happened? What happened here?
It's a vulnerable thing, you know? Like,
really
there's vulnerable things in life, and one of the most vulnerable things is to hand somebody your favorite book and tell them to read it. It is, like, so, like, or even, like, say that they, like, liked it, or if it was just like, oh yeah, I was at 3 stars, but, like, I'm not obsessed with it, but, like, you don't shut up about it, and you're like,
that's why whenever I rave about a book, like, I love it so much, and then I see people, like, so many people saying, like, oh, I'm gonna read it, I trust your ex and stuff. I'm like, I hope you love it as much too. Like, when people post Magnolia Park, so they're gonna start it. Listen, I know you heard from me that I love it, but, like, I'm sorry for anything that comes from that book or that series. I love it.
No, it's scary, but I don't know. I'm so excited for Sarah to read Throne of Glass. I literally last night was working on my saved folders on TikTok for Throne of Glass. I was like, oh my god, wait, because it comes across my For You page all the time. So I was like, oh, save, can't wait till she knows what this is about. Like, can't wait, like fan art or like specific. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like some of the scenes that I just know that you're gonna have to go through.
I know, and I just found out someone, I think I said I wanted to read Throne of, I don't know where I said it, but someone commented something about there being dragons in it or something, and I didn't know that.
There's like one dragon. Like there's not like, it's like doesn't involve a whole lot of dragons. There's like a character like has a dragon.
Okay. I don't know how I've avoided spoilers for this series. Like every time like a TikTok will come up, like a book TikTok, I always read the captions first because I make sure, just in case it's like Throne of Glass. I can't ruin this for myself. I've gone too long.
I didn't know what Throne of Glass was about either before I went into it. I feel like probably more like after, it's so funny because like after I read a series, then all of a sudden it's all over my For You page. Like I don't know how they know that I like read it. Yeah, and so then after that I was like, and I can't really like, I don't even think that I could look at you and be able to tell you what Throne of Glass is about. Yeah. Like there's so much. The books are so long and it's like so much.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm excited though. I'm excited to start it when you're here though. I feel like that's like the perfect time to start.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
That is just...
Wait, we never did.
I love it.
Our drink of the episode. Do you have one?
Oh my god. Yeah.
I was about to take a sip of water and I was like, wait.
Yeah, I've been like sipping on this whole entire episode. It's the iced grande pumpkin cream cold chai. Pumpkin cream chai, whatever. And I get it with 2 pumps of brown sugar syrup in it. This is like fall in a cup. I love it
sounds like
so much. It's amazing. And since we were talking about fall today, I was either going to drink an Alani's Witch's Brew, which, oh my God, those are so amazing. It's like their energy drinks. And like I love cherry slush, love the blue slush. But their Witch's Brew is their like fall themed one. And it's caramel apple flavored. And it is so cute. Freaking good. It is so freaking good. But I already had an energy drink today. So I didn't like want to like double up on caffeine, especially when I've already been having really bad chest pain from anxiety. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I got this because it's absolutely amazing. What's yours?
That sounds so good. Mine's just
water. Cool.
Mine's just water. Well, I made a coffee this morning because I bought little glass cups and like straw things from Amazon. So I was really excited to make it, and I made it too early. And I couldn't make another one because, God forbid, I have 2 coffees in one day. But I'm drinking water. That's all.
That's okay. Delicious. This is your sign to hydrate for today. Make sure you're hydrated. Before we get into our little fall topics, I have a story for everybody of something that's happened to me lately.
Oh yeah, tell us. Tell us the story.
This is really hard to recount because everyone knows I love Spider-Man. Okay, like ironically, Spider-Man is everything to me. Mm-hmm. I have a deadly fear of spiders. And when
that's like me with bees.
Yes.
Like metaphorical bees I love, but like actual bees I'm terrified of.
Yeah. I literally will throw up. Like I will start like dry heaving, and I'm also like deathly scared of throwing up. So I forget the word for that is, but so it's like, it's a nightmare whenever I see a spider. Okay. So to paint you guys the picture, I'm down in Bloomington, and Isaac and them's house is like, it has a lot of bugs like in the basement because like where Isaac's room is it's basically the basement. You guys know like the basement has a lot of little critters, like, you know, like spiders, blah, 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 like thrive in those spaces. So I go to the gym, I come back to the house, and I go to move the shower curtain, and there's a huge spider. And when I say huge, I mean the spider is probably about this big.
Oh my God, I would scream bloody murder.
Oh no, and like, so I move the curtain and it's just there. And usually I just leave spiders alone, but this was like huge. And so I was like, okay. So then I go in there and I wake Isaac up. I'm like, hey, can you like go grab this spider? Because I did try to take a shoe and kill it. And when I tell you that this spider jumped at me, in the air. It jumped in the air. And I literally hit my head on the wall. I was like, okay, Isaac, come get it. He goes into the bathroom and the thing is gone. It's gone.
No.
And I was like,
that's the worst.
Okay, this is my worst nightmare. Like, I have to take a shower. So then, whatever, fast forward, it's a few hours later. And I go into, like, where my, like, setup is at their house, like, in this little room. And I'm about to go to Target. And they're all gone. Like, no one's at the house. Isaac had some clothes covering my Uggs. And so I was like, okay. I pick the thing up to move it. The spider jumps out of the clothes into my shoe. And I have a picture. I have a picture of the spider. Like, I will show you.
Oh my God,
this spider.
absolutely not.
Yeah. I'll put it up on the screen for you visual people.
That was such like a real reaction. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. Hold on.
And so, no, like actually. So this was in my shoe.
I'm getting nauseous. That's huge.
And no, so was I. And so then I take the picture and I FaceTime Isaac. And Isaac and Zach are like sitting next to each other. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God. Like I had another pair of shoes, but like I wanted to wear my Uggs. I wanted to wear my hooves. So I was like, okay. I'm freaking out. I'm like, I can't wear those. But like when you guys come home, somebody has to go get this thing out of my shoe. Like it has to happen. And Zach was like, let me see the spider. And then I take a picture. He's like, that's a wolf spider. Like that's like, and I think they may be poisonous. I don't know, but they're like, they're real deal. Okay. And I was like freaking out. So then I go to Target, come back home. I don't even step foot in the room because I'm like, no, Zach is going to deal with it. Like, you know, like I was like, he's going to handle it. Zach comes home and we're about to go out to play pickleball. And I go, hey, Zach, can you get the spider out of my shoe? He's like, yeah. Picks up the shoe. It's not there. I'm like, okay, awesome.
Not again.
Like, awesome. So then fast forward, it's like late at night. We all came back, whatever. Me, Isaac, and Jared are about to go out to dinner. We're about to like go. It's like 10 o'clock at night. We're about to go sit like at one of the like little places in downtown Bloomington. And I'm like, ooh, I want to wear my Uggs. And then something in me, I said, Isaac, can you look in the shoe and make sure like it's not in there? Because also like when I see a spider, I feel like it's crawling on me for hours afterwards.
Yeah.
Like I have a genuine fear of it. And so he's like, yeah. And me and Jared are walking up the stairs. Isaac's holding my shoe, and he's like, "Oh my God, it's in like the toe of the shoe, like it's like deep, like it just crawled deep in there." No, like, no, imagine, and it bit me, and then I died. The full circle, me loving Spider-Man, and I die by a spider. So then I start freaking out. And don't ask why we did this. We all start freaking out because like none of them had seen the spider in real time. Like no one had seen. I almost felt psycho until I had the picture of it. Like no one had seen the spider. Like it was like I was crying wolf. Like no one had seen it, and so they had seen the spider, and it was huge. We all start freaking out. Isaac like gets it out of the shoe, and it's crawling on the kitchen island. And I take a glass cup and like, you know, put it upside down and trap it inside of the cup. And the dinner place was about to close, so we were like, whatever, we will take care of this when we get home. Like I need to leave now. We leave. We come home and the spider's gone. The spider's not in the cup anymore. This thing, I was like, what? No, this isn't like, we're like midway through, me and the spider. Oh my God. So I'm like, none of us can find it. And so I was like, okay, let's just all hang out downstairs. So we're all hanging out downstairs for a few hours. Now it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
The spider's probably laughing.
No, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm telling Zach, because like Zach wasn't home when we found out that the spider was no longer in the cup and when we found the spider. And so I'm like, Zach, look, like, no, it's not in the cup. And then so it's me, Isaac, Zach, Jared, and Manny. We're all upstairs in the like kitchen living room area. And me, Jared, and Manny go to the trash can because it's like attached to the kitchen island. We open the trash can, like, is it in here? Manny moves McDonald's bag, and the thing jumps out of the trash can. And we find it.
Did it land on him?
No, it like landed on the counter. And so then I trap it again in the cup, and I'm like, kill it. Kill it. Like, we are done with this thing. And Zach thinks it's so funny. He like is scooting it, and it's huge, and he lets it out of the cup and essentially throws it my way. I screamed to the top of my lungs and climbed up onto the kitchen island because at this point the spider was on the floor. And I'm freaking out. For the next 5 minutes, everybody's kind of like ushering the spider to somebody else. Like no one's killing it, by the way. Like no one. And we're all just whatever. And then at one point, Isaac grabs... by the way, I'm heaving into the sink. Like I am literally like having an anxiety attack. I'm like about to throw up into the sink. It was like bad. And then he gets it in a napkin, and we put it in the trash can. And Zach was like, just leave it in the trash can. Like, God, just let it die. Like, it's in the napkin. Fast forward. It's 5:00 in the morning, and I wake up, and I'm like, okay, I need to brush my teeth. Like, do you ever wake up and you're like, I need to brush my teeth? Like, I don't know. Like, it was just a weird thing. So I'm half awake, and I'm like going like this. Like, my eyes are squinted. I can't really see anything. I brush my teeth, and I'm like, oh wait, I need to pee. I pee. I'm sitting up from the toilet, and I look over, and in the glass cup, sitting on the counter, is the spider.
What in the world? It's like following
Trapped in the glass cup. I have it felt like having a heart attack because I was frozen in fear. I was frozen in fear. And I go, okay. And I walk in, and it was like scary. You know, like when you're scarily calm, like you're just like, I don't know. I wake Isaac up and I go, is somebody messing with me? And he's like, what? And I go into the bathroom. And he sees it, and he's like, what? So confused. So some of you guys also may be confused. So I haven't figured out who did it, but one of the 3 boys got the spider out of the trash can and thought it would be so funny for me to find in the morning in the bathroom.
Oh my God. That's a horrible prank.
No, it was literally, and I then woke them all up in the morning. I have been plotting revenge on all 3 of you guys for 5 hours.
Yeah, you have
Be scared.
You have to get them back.
So if any of you guys are watching this or listening to this podcast, count your days, because I have a lot of stuff planned for you guys, and that's what happened to me. Can you believe that?
No, that's like trauma for like 24 hours.
Me and this spider, like the story that we went on.
No, wow, I literally would have been freaking out. I would have been sleeping outside, sleeping in the car. I wouldn't be able to stay in that house.
No,
until I knew that thing was dead.
That's why I said, when it was in my shoe, I said, I'm literally going to burn this house down. I'm literally, this is now the spider's house, and all of your guys' belongings are getting burnt.
No,
I'm
literally,
not coming
you
back.
feel like it's everywhere, or you feel like there's another one or something. It's the worst.
Oh, yeah,
when you find any kind of
it's
insect.
Actually the worst. So that's a little spooky story to get us into our fall time. So
perfect segue.
Sarah, do you want to talk about how you posted on our podcast?
I did. So, in honor of our first fall little theme, don't worry, guys, we're gonna really drag out this season. If you guys saw we're gonna do it. If you guys saw on Instagram, if you don't follow us, it's Bookmark'd Pod on Instagram. Just a fun little story asking you guys for some fall questions or fall theme ideas, and you guys actually really came through, because when I posted that, I didn't even have like an idea of what a fall question could entail, but you guys really sent in some cute ones, some cozy fall ones, and we're gonna get in the mood, and we're gonna answer some questions, give you some fall vibes here. Let me go on to our Notion.
While Sarah's pulling up the Notion, I did want to say this, because when we said like ask fall questions, I did see a lot of things of people being like fall book recs, or just like questions like that. Me and Sarah have both recently uploaded fall recommendations and fall TBRs, and we have ones from last year. So if you guys are wanting any of those, feel free to watch those. I didn't like put the question down because I don't want to feel like we're like basically regurgitating everything that we've already said on the YouTube channel.
We both have videos on that.
We have
books that we want to read too.
Yeah,
so lots of ideas there.
So if you guys are wanting fall book recs, check out our channels for that video. So we can just go back and forth on the questions, and you can start with the first question. We can just go back and forth with asking them.
Okay, that's fun. First question is, what is your ideal fall day? My ideal fall day. If we're going like full fall, how do I want to wake up? No, I don't. I think my ideal fall day, I would do yoga in the morning at the yoga studio I used to go to, because it's like in this town that's like really quaint and cute, and like it has like this little walkway by like a creek, and they have like little tables by the trees, and me and Lauren went the other day and we sat there with our coffees, and that was just a great morning. So I would do that first. Then we would have to get a fall coffee. I'd have to have some fall drink, and then I would probably do some pumpkin picking, apple picking, paint some pumpkins, make a pie. I don't know. Watch a fall movie. Gotta watch a fall movie. I would light all my fall candles, and I would wear a comfy sweater and read a fall book. Anything fall related, I would be doing that day, and it would be a fun day. It would be a cozy, fun day.
That does sound like a cozy, fun day.
Thank you.
And that sounds perfect and amazing. For me, in an ideal world, I would live in New York City. So, because I feel like it's just like New York City in the fall time just seems absolutely amazing. And I would wake up in my tiny little apartment that I could barely afford in New York City. And the weather would feel amazing outside. It would be that crisp breeze in the air. And you can hear honking, not really in the distance because it's right outside the window. And I would open the window and I would start lighting some candles. By the way, I have some like exposed brick in the room. That's like the vibe that's in that apartment. And I would throw on some clothes. I would go work out. And then I would go get a coffee and a bagel. I would take a walk, go to a park of some sort. The foliage is in full effect. And we still got that crisp breeze going on. I'm wearing my AirPods. I'm wearing my Uggs. And I'm listening to my fall playlist, and I'm reading either a fantasy book of some sort, or maybe I'm reading Twilight. And then I come home, I make some banana bread, and I put on the Twilight movies, or I put on Scream, either one. And then I make some of those Pillsbury pumpkin cookies, even though they're not the best taste-wise, they just get you in the mood. And then I go to bed and I play Animal Crossing.
Oh, perfect. No, I think that's not a perfect day.
Perfect fall day. I love that, like, with yours, you were very realistic and like you, and I'm like, I would live in New York first and foremost. Next question we have is, what are our favorite fall activities to do in the fall time? In case you guys didn't know that this was a fall themed episode and we were talking about in the fall time. I feel like reading is obvious.
Yeah, I was gonna say reading.
So other than reading, I love to go to like the apple orchard. No. My favorite thing to do in the fall time. So in Indiana, we have this thing called the Covered Bridge Festival. It's in the fall, and it's basically this like there's like kiosks. Like they have all the fair food set up. And then there's also like all of these different like booths of people just selling things that they like make. And it is just like the most wholesome, like it's in this cute town that's in Indiana. Like if you guys live in Indiana, you know the Covered Bridge Festival. It's essentially like a fall festival. Like, and it is my favorite thing to go to. I look forward to it every year, and I love to go to like pumpkin patches, and I love to like carve pumpkins and watch scary movies. That's like my favorite thing to do in the fall time.
Yeah. I think I love pumpkin picking. I like painting pumpkins. I think it's so fun. And I like baking fall things. Just like anything pumpkin flavored or spice flavored, whatever. I think it's fun. Like a fall night. I love a fall night.
Oh my gosh. A fall night with the windows open and again, that crisp air where it's like perfect. A bonfire. I do love doing bonfires in the fall time too.
Yeah.
Me and my brother love bonfires, and we usually have on the speaker, like there's a specific podcast that tells like scary stories that we love to listen to in the fall, and we have that like over the speaker and everybody's outside, and it's a great time.
Cute. Okay, the next one is, what is your aesthetic you're going with this fall? Aesthetic.
Like, I guess it's more like, because you know, like some girls are like, is it a Rory Gilmore fall? Is it like a witchy kind of, you know, like that type of vibe? Like, what aesthetic are you going with? I
feel like I'm gonna be so honest, I've never watched Gilmore Girls, maybe like an episode.
Me neither.
But I know the aesthetic of it, and I think I would fall into that aesthetic.
That is but it is hard. It's so hard though, because like I've never watched Gilmore Girls either, and we got a lot of questions about like, what team are you on for Gilmore Girls? What's your favorite?
Literally
like,
no idea.
No idea. But I am going to start watching Gilmore Girls literally today, though. I decided that I do, because
I just
that
I can't sit and watch.
audio's trending on TikTok where it's like, why did you drop out of Yale? And it's from Gilmore Girls, and I was like, okay, I have to. And also, she kind of is me, not in the toxic ways, but like she's like a book lover, and like
that's
I feel
what I mean.
it's a good fall show.
Every time I see Gilmore Girls stuff, it's like they're in a little fall town and like leaves are falling. She reads books, and it's just like, it looks it's just cozy vibes. And I think of my aesthetic, I just want cozy. I want cozy, cute, and fun.
That's what it would be. But then it's hard because like, I don't know, like I don't love witchy stuff, but that vibe that kind of gives like that Stevie Nicks kind of like all of that stuff I'm also into. So I don't know, but I do think I would go more like Rory Gilmore girl fall, because I do love that.
I agree.
This question is favorite scary movies, and Sarah's not a really big scary movie lover. Have you ever watched scary movies?
Oh yeah, I used to like them in high school. Not like them, but like we would like all of us would just watch scary movies. I feel like that was like our go-to.
See, I'm a scary movie connoisseur. Like, it's kind of weird because if I'm sitting down to watch a movie, 90% of the time I'm putting on a scary movie. Like, it can hold my attention more than like a rom-com can. It's like so weird. But my favorite scary movie franchise is Scream, and I love it for the fall time because the first Scream takes place. Does the first Scream take place in the fall? Yeah, I think it does. I think the foliage is kind of orange and stuff in that movie, and like that
I've never seen Scream.
Oh my god, it's the best. I watch it all year round, but I love it in the fall time, and they always make you pay to watch it in October, so I always watch it during the month of September because they know what they're doing. Do you have any scary movies you like, Sarah, or are you just like, no?
I literally can't even think of any scary movies. What were like the popular ones in like 2016? I don't even know. Like, I literally can't think of any scary movies that I used to watch.
I also love the Halloween franchise.
No, like, I literally don't know anything. Not one scary movie comes to head.
That's okay. But if you guys are into scary movies, also watch the Halloween franchise this fall. Because the Halloween franchise is literally, guess what? Halloween. So it always has the best fall vibes. So, not the newer ones. The newer ones are kind of gruesome. Yeah, no.
Fave fall movie or TV show? Oh my God,
these are like your cozy recs.
Yeah, I was a big Halloween Town girly when I was younger. Loved Halloween Town.
Yes, when it came on, oh my gosh. The nostalgia. I feel like
I don't have like specific like fall. Oh my God, Hocus Pocus was a big one when I was younger too. I feel like all the older ones like that is ones I used to watch and I still watch. Like I always watch movies that I used to love. Like I just can't watch new movies. I have to watch movies I already know. So probably like Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town. What are the other popular ones? Can't even think of them.
I was gonna say Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus. For like TV shows, I always have Friends on in the fall, like in the background. I feel like it's just a very like cozy show. Again, it takes place in New York, so I'm like, it just feels like fall. When I think about like cozy Halloween movies, there's like The Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of people like for around this time of year. Any Tim Burton film, we have like Edward Scissorhands,
I never watched
Beetlejuice. A lot of people love Beetlejuice. The Corpse Bride. I'm trying to think what else there is. There's like a bunch of movies that are like in that genre that people love. If you literally look up on Pinterest like movies to watch in October, there's a whole entire list of like
I still cozy, love when I was younger, and like Disney would have like Halloween themed episodes. Like they would have like
Spooktober.
Wizard's Place, but like
Spooktober,
something like that. But they would have like for like the whole month they would have like spooky episodes. Like that was fun. Oh, like the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, like that spooky episode. Like,
oh my gosh, with Esteban,
like bring that
they're
back.
Like at the table.
Yes, like bring it back.
Also the Olivia Holt movie. I was a little bit older when that came out, but it was like the Olivia Holt movie where it was like monsters. You know nope, that's China Anne McClain that sings that song.
Night all the monsters. That's a great song.
Yeah, that is a great song. It's actually going to be added to my fall playlist. But yeah, there's a lot of like cozy. I also do love the good like cozy movie.
Oh my God, what is that movie? It used to be my favorite. And at night, the kid goes flying like vampire. Oh my God, what's it called? He was hold on. Shoot. Oh my God, he was like he had like his parents like went out and then he left with a vampire. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Was it on Disney?
I don't probably.
Because I feel like there's like it's very hazy, but I feel like I'm
looking it up. I don't even know what to Google. Oh my God, I hope I find it. He's blonde. That's all I know. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Help. He like I saw vampires were involved. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this one. This is the kid. But it doesn't have the name of the movie. Have you seen this one? This is the kid. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I've seen that before. I've seen it before. But I can't remember what you're talking about.
Oh, it's called The Little Vampire. I actually don't remember like where I saw this or who played it or like what channel played this, but it's like this kid vampire comes and like takes him and he wants to be a vampire. I don't know. That's
does
one that was
sound cute.
deep in my memory. It was. I loved it so much. I don't know why.
If you guys want a good rom-com, I have a lot in my arsenal. You've Got Mail, When Harry Met Sally, and also I love the Little Women with Christian Bale. But how we've been talking about the random like guys having times you think about the Roman Empire. If you guys follow me on TikTok, I did repost this the other day that my Roman Empire is the 2019 Little Women, and it's I haven't cried in months, and like I'm literally about to start crying over this.
Gosh.
It is Timothy Chalamet's his love proclamation to Joe. Lori's love proclamation to Joe in the movie, where he's like, "We gotta have it out, Joe. I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe." And she's like, "No," and he's like asking.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but I know that scene.
Watch Little Women. Sarah, watch Little Women 2019. It is like one of the best movies ever. I love it so much. What are some of your fall must-haves? So like what's something you need in the fall time?
I need my fall candles.
Yeah.
I need my fall room decorations. I feel like that just makes the fall vibes better. I feel like my sweaters, like my fall clothes, like my Uggs, fall outfits. Pumpkin bread. I have a new obsession with pumpkin bread. Now I need it like all the time. And I feel like I wouldn't even say fall movies, just like cozy movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like fall Halloween related, but I want it in the background to give me the fall vibe. I think that's my must-haves. I think.
I need my headphones because when I'm in the fall, I do a lot of walks, so I love my over-the-head headphones. That's like when I think of fall, I just think of my headphones, which is weird. It's so weird. I need a good cozy blanket because I love having the windows open in my room and having a blanket. I need my slippers of some sort, whether that's like my Bostons, my Uggs. I need like my cozy slippers when I go out. And I need a good crew neck hoodie. I live in crew necks and hoodies, and I need a good one for the fall to feel perfect.
Fave places to shop clothing-wise for fall. I feel like I just bought a bunch. I feel like all the places I usually shop, like Abercrombie has good stuff.
Yeah.
H&M has really good sweaters. Like all of my like cute sweaters are from H&M. They have really cute ones online though. They have like a lot on there. I feel like I don't really know where else I shop. I like randomly find just if I get an Instagram ad and I think that sweater's cute, like or that hoodie's cute, I'm buying it. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But like those are like my top two fall places to shop.
Yeah, I love Abercrombie. Abercrombie is more of that like clean fall aesthetic. Like their like clothes, like I have a lot of fall clothes from Abercrombie, and it's more of that like put together fall vibe. I love Princess Polly because they have like the kind of more trendy pieces for fall. I bought a lot of stuff from them the other day. And yeah, I also love H&M. I love going into H&M because it's basics, it's good pricing, and it's like super cute. Urban Outfitters, I love Urban Outfitters, and Aritzia. Those are like my main.
Yeah, those are the tops.
So what are our favorite songs / albums to listen to in the fall? This is easy for me because right now I'm curating my fall playlist. If you guys didn't know and don't follow me on Spotify, I actually like every time we're in a different season, anytime there's something going on in my life, I'm making a playlist for it. I'm that type of person. So every year, like I have summer playlists from every single summer that like I've ever lived through. Not every part of my life, but whatever. I'm curating my fall playlist right now on Spotify, so it's not out yet. Wait for the drop. But oh my gosh. Obviously, I mean, because I feel like getting into songs is hyper specific, so I'll just list the albums that I'm pulling songs from. Obviously, we have Folklore and Evermore by Taylor Swift, Red by Taylor Swift, and oddly enough, Reputation is like fall to me. I don't really listen to Reputation other than when I'm working out and fall time. And then we have I pull from all three of Harry Styles' albums in the fall time, specifically Harry's House and Harry Styles the album, because Two Ghosts, From the Dining Table, Meet Me in the Hallway, excuse me, full on fall vibes, but also like Cinema, Matilda, Little Freak on Harry's House is amazing. Fine Line from isn't it
From Fine Line.
From Fine Line. Fine Line, yeah, whatever. Also Sign of the Times from whatever. See, I shouldn't get into hyper specifics. Love those. I always put just 2 One Direction songs on my fall album, and that's always Story of My Life and You and I. Those are the only 2 One Direction songs I put on there. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, I basically just add that whole entire album and listen to it over and over and over again. And what else? I always put Somebody's Watching Me. I love that song. Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah.
It's the best. I love that song. Some Michael Jackson, always, and some Tears for Fears, some Kate Bush. Always got those on there. But that's about it.
All right. I love that.
That I know off the top of my head.
Yeah.
My playlist will end up being 8 hours long. It'll be 8 hours long. So that's just like what I know.
Curating playlist. I can't curate because once I want to make one, I forget like every song that ever existed, so I can't do it.
What I do is I just look up the artists that I love, and I'm like, okay, now let's go through their albums.
Yeah. I feel like just normally for fall, I listen to Harry, like his first album. That one, I would say, Red and Evermore are just like always the fall vibes. But right now, I listen to Olivia's new album. That's really good. I got waitlisted for her tickets, which I'm really upset about. Also, Zach Bryan. You listen to Zach Bryan?
Yes.
His new album is such fall vibes. I love it so much. I can't stop listening to it. It's just giving all the fall vibes. I don't know why.
Everything is my favorite song off that album.
All the fall vibes. I don't know. I feel like Hosier's fall vibes.
Yes, you're right. Hosier is very, very much fall vibes. Work song, love.
Yeah, I just feel like I listen to like, I don't know. I found this like on Spotify. There's like a little DJ thing, and it's like your personalized DJ you can add.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll turn him on, and he kind of like puts on some songs I like without me having to do anything, which is really nice of him. But when Spotify makes me like a playlist for myself, I listen to those. Oh, and
so do I.
Like One Direction, I always listen to in the fall, but specifically the Made in the AM album. Like I don't know why that one gives me fall vibes. But that's really it. I feel like I listen to the same albums every freaking season. Like I'm always in the same artists. I don't really branch out too often.
Also, and I forgot to say Noah Khan. His album I haven't listened to a lot. And also Post Malone, I listen to him the most in the fall, specifically the what album is that? With the orange album cover with Deja Vu.
I don't know the name of it, but yeah.
Feeling Whitney.
I used to love that album.
Feeling Whitney is a song that I listen to every single fall. That and Deja Vu. I remember specifically being in 8th grade. No, Deja Vu, I was in 8th grade, and that song is such like a visceral song for me. Like it's the most random, but I can remember being in like Las Vegas on fall break. So random. Also, by the way, like 13-year-old Yeah, 13-year-old in Las Vegas. But I can remember, like, that time of the year being fall and, like, listening to Deja Vu over and over again. Going on my first, like, actual date with Isaac. And, like, that, I was always listening to that song during that time.
Cute.
And it's also that because it's, like, I remember listening to that song that day. And we went to a haunted house, corn maze. And just that song is, like, everything to me. So, Post Malone, he has a special place in my heart. Thanks so much.
Fave fall snacks. Do you have any fall snacks specific to fall that you like?
I don't know. Like, banana bread is like the only thing that I'm like gives me fall vibes. Oh no, apple pie. I don't have apple pie a lot. It's a delicacy for sure to me, but I love apple pie. Also, I really want to try apple cider donuts. Like, you know when you go to like an apple orchard and they have apple cider donuts? I've never had them because the orchard that's like right next to my house doesn't sell those.
Oh my God, I'm going to get you the ones by my house because they're perfect and they're so good. They make them like fresh. Oh my God,
because the thought of like having some apple cider with apple cider donuts is everything to me because I see it all over Pinterest. Like, that's the truth. And I've never had them. So I'm very like, I don't know. Those are like
my gosh. I just had one the other day. Apples. Oh, yeah.
I love
mom
caramel apples.
Loves those. My mom loves those.
Oh, no. Me and my brother
have to get them for her.
Whole entire time growing up, we always get the, like, you go into Walmart and they have the either like the caramel apples or they have the caramel apples with like the nuts on them, and that's the ones that we always get. Like, it was always a battle for me, still is actually, now that my brother lives back at home. Like, my mom got caramel apples the other day, gone. I didn't even get to have one.
It's something that they do. My brother just left, and I have no yogurt left somehow. So I don't know why they do
yogurt.
that. Oh no, I don't know. It's always the yogurt. It's rude. I just bought it.
Us being mad about it. What's your fave snacks? You said pumpkin bread.
Yeah, I made one. Okay, so I made one. I don't even remember the recipe. I randomly Googled it. And it was more of like a pumpkin cake. I don't know what I did wrong there, but it was so good. And I had to make it again. It was so good. But then I bought like a pumpkin bread mix from Trader Joe's because I didn't want to make it from scratch because I'm lazy. And it's not as good. So now I feel like I have to make it from scratch again because I kind of ate with that. It's so good. And I added chocolate chips and a little bit of icing on top. Oh, it was
Sounds
so good.
amazing.
I had to make it. I just don't really mess with... It's like pumpkin puree you have to add to it because it's like the real pumpkin stuff. Oh, baby food.
It's like
disgusting.
what you give dogs. Like when they're having little tummy issues, you give them pumpkin.
Yeah, they love the pumpkin. But yeah, no, I made pumpkin bread. It was so good. I think that's like my new thing right now. My fall thing. It's delicious. That's
Do you have any other fall snacks or just...
No, nothing like specific to fall. Nothing that like screams fall.
I want to say, if candy corn popped into your brain, I would recommend therapy for sure. Like that's just
I don't think I've ever had candy corn.
I have because I use it as decoration most of the time. I put it in like a clear jar because it like is giving fall. Yeah. But because I was trying to think about like the snacks that like when you walk through Target, the fall section, like what's sitting there. Caramel corn. I do love caramel corn. Like caramel popcorn. But other than that, no, not really. Not really any specific fall themed snackies. So what was the next one? Oh, what is your go-to drink in the fall? Like a lot of people said Starbucks, but I know that you've been a Dunkin' gal, so.
Oh yeah, if I'm buying one, I'm getting a pumpkin spice latte from Dunkin'. No whipped cream though. Not sure why they put whipped cream on that. But I've been making coffees, and I got this brown sugar creamer from Trader Joe's, and it's delicious. And they also have like a pumpkin spiced one. Oh, it's so good. It's like an oat milk creamer. It's delicious. Highly recommend if you make your coffees and you want a little fall theme flavor. It's so good. I
may try that.
I think you should. Try that. It's delicious.
That sounds absolutely amazing. So I love that.
Highly recommend.
My fall drink is the one that is my drink of the episode today, which is just the ice grande pumpkin
so fall
chai with 2 pumps of brown sugar. It literally tastes like fall in a cup. So much so that like I got it the other day. Me and Isaac went to Starbucks and they just haven't been making my coffee right, so I haven't been buying it. So I've been buying that. And he was like, "What'd you get?" And I was like, "Oh, I got this." And he's like, "Why?" Like he's like, "You always get coffee from here." And I was like, "They haven't been making it right, and this tastes like fall in a cup." He's like, "Okay," like whatever. But also, if I'm making coffee at home, I love hazelnut creamer because I feel like hazelnut is also a fall vibe.
Yeah, I think it gives fall vibes.
That's my go-to drink.
What is the perfect fall reading setup? I think I'm now the first thing I do is I lit my candle, which smells absolutely delicious. And I put I have a little lamp on, and I've been sitting at my desk, which sounds uncomfortable, but it's really comfortable and I really enjoy it. And I just sit here and I just read for a very long time. And I don't know why I love it. I think it's just a new spot for me to sit at, so I think I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I love that.
But other than that,
it is the
just right on my chair.
Yeah,
but if I'm not, I'm going on my chair and I'm putting on my blanket. But like right now, I'm sitting at my desk.
The infamous chair that everybody is getting now because Sara is like such an icon that everybody's getting the chair.
Please, I need a new one now.
It's a movement.
I guess it is. I've used and abused it, but I'm gonna have to get a new one soon because there's like indents of just the one spot I sit at because I only sit in the one corner of it. But yeah, I'm happy that everyone loves this chair because I love it too.
Yeah.
It's a great
What's
chair.
going to be the new iconic chair if you ever get a new one?
I don't know. Well, my mom got me this, so shout out to her.
Yeah.
She's the iconic one.
Shout out for starting the movement. But I'm trying to think. Ideally, I'm like so lazy that I just like sit in bed. But I'm trying to think like fall, I would love to like feel safe enough. There's this park that's not far from my house that is like, I took pictures there last fall, like it's on my Instagram if you see it, that it's literally like the most beautiful place ever because there's so many trees and they're so orange and yellow and red. And I would just put a blanket out and I would have a little picnic basket and I would have my headphones and I would sit there and I would read all day and there's a crisp autumn breeze. Yeah, that's what I would do if I like felt safe enough to go sit at a park by myself.
Yeah, that's like the place I was talking about, like outside my yoga studio. Like it's like little chairs, cute little chairs, and like the leaves are all orange on the floor. Oh.
I just landed on my toe.
Oh my god, okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, outside in the crisp fall air. I've been sitting on my deck because it's like when the sun hits it, it's like so hot. But like now that it's like fall weather, it's like perfect to just sit on my chair and swing around.
Oh yeah,
so
I know.
That's fun. Fall bucket list. I feel like you have a fall bucket list since you're coming here.
Oh my god, I have a fall bucket list that Sarah is in for a rude awakening when I come, and I am just having the just utmost. Sarah's gonna be miserable.
Are you gonna keep it a surprise, or are you gonna tell me like any plans?
I mean, I'm like, it's just like the fall. Like, I want to go to like apple orchards. Like, maybe we do like, I don't know, kind of sometimes like pumpkin carving is messy. So maybe get like cute little pumpkins and paint them. Do like little cozy little fall like activities. Like, I'm definitely
make pumpkin bread.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be
bread.
bringing stuff with me, craft wise, that Sarah doesn't know about that we're gonna do. And I'm just so excited. Also, like. I'm like, we have to go to the city one day. We have to. We have to go to Central Park.
Yeah, we have to
spend a day in the city.
I'm thinking we should, well, not us planning it right now, but I think we should drive because I want to go to the Ripped Bodice, and that's not like train to the city, and then I'm gonna go we'll figure it out. Hey, we'll figure it out.
Hey, we don't need to plan right now. But fall bucket list, like if we're being super basic, carving pumpkins, painting pumpkins, bonfires, haunted house. Oh my god, it's so weird because with me and haunted houses, I have the worst anxiety there, but I have the best time. Like it's like so weird. Like I am gonna throw up, but I'm having a great time. Like it's like so weird.
That's me, but not having a great time. I'm just gonna throw up.
And at our haunted house, that is like in our whatever that everybody goes to, they can touch you and they throw you around, and it's like
destiny.
It's a nightmare. It's like darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. Like,
I saw a TikTok. The guy was like, the girl was recording the guy that was like dressed up and like the one that was like coming after people at the park, and he like pointed at this girl and she looked like she was like scared of everything, and he like specifically pointed at her and like chased after her. I was like, that would have been me. Like he would have sensed the fear on me.
And that's what like scare actors do, is like when you see somebody that's like super scared, they're going for them because like that's the funnest to them as a worker to like really scare somebody that's like whatever. Yeah. And like Sarah's like, are you keeping it a secret? I kidnap her and I take her to the haunted house.
You can go. I don't know when the Six Flags one starts, but you can go. It's probably fun.
I really wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights, but I'm not going to that. That would also be on my fall bucket list. But just like everything like that, baking, just like everything we've been talking about. That's just like the fall bucket list.
Yeah, I feel like mine's the same. Aside from the haunted house, I feel like the same bucket list.
Aside from that, no. That our next question is comfort fall YouTubers. Like I got this one a few times, and it's funny because I actually do have like a fall YouTuber, but like the rest of them maybe just like comfort YouTubers. Her name is Darling Desi, and if you look her up, you will see what I mean. Like if you just look up her YouTube channel, she does like guide for fall, how to romanticize fall, and she lives the most cute. Like fall aesthetic. She like dyes her I don't know if she dyes her hair, but it's like the color of the shirt. Like she dyes her hair like, and she just looks like a book character. She's so cute. Like she has the best fall vibes. Other than that, my comfort YouTubers lately have been like Alicia Marie. I've been watching her vlogs. Rachel Catherine, I've been watching her vlogs all the time. Of course, I've been watching Sarah and Haley and all of that, but also Cody Co, Dana Gonzalez. I've been watching all of those people lately, and a lot of Animal Crossing stuff. Been obsessed with that, so.
Mine have not, I don't have any fall related. I feel like mine are all just the normal people. I've been watching everyone. I haven't really been watching too much YouTube. I mean, when people like upload, like my comfort YouTubers, I'll watch all their videos, but I haven't been like on YouTube watching too much lately. I've been playing games. I can't stop playing my games, okay? Ever since you came and I started playing games, I haven't stopped, and I can't stop, and it's gotten really bad.
No, that's me in Animal Crossing. Like the other night I was staying and Isaac was like so tired and he was about to fall asleep, and he was like, are you really, like, he woke up at one point in the middle of the night and I was still playing Animal Crossing.
I have Animal Crossing. We should link up on there.
Oh my god, we link up. No, Sarah, you would walk onto my island and you'd be like, you can tell that you spend hours doing this, because like I'm doing a fall themed island right now. If you guys are into Animal Crossing. Literally, I have an apple orchard. I have a farm. I have storefronts. I'm making a Target right now on my island.
I haven't really been on it because I started it and then I didn't know what to do, so I stopped. So I now only play like Mario Kart, and I honestly play that by myself. But then the girls in our Discord, I made a channel for gaming, and now sometimes at night we'll like plan a Mario Kart gaming night.
That is adorable.
And we made like t-shirts, and it says I forgot what it says, like money is temporary, Mario Kart for life, something like that, something funny like that. They made a shirt and literally Mario Kart's on it and he's like dabbing on it. Why is it so funny to talk about? I haven't said anything about it. Like I never talked about it on my channels. It's just like our thing in the Discord. Now we have a t-shirt. It says like Mario Kart for life or something like that with Mario Kart on it. I don't know.
That's
my
hilarious. My hyperfixation is Animal Crossing. And it's
I know, and I want to come to your island. I want to see it.
Literally come to my island. It's because when my anxiety's really bad, like it's such a calming game because literally all you're doing is like building these cute little things and like trying to pay off your debt and like all of this stuff and like decorating. Like it's just so fun. And like when my anxiety's really bad, that's why I can play it for so long, because like it really helps me. And as soon as I stop playing it, I'm like, oh god, no, everything's back. So I've just been obsessed with Animal Crossing, and it's like my love in life. I love it so much.
Well, I need to get back onto that because I made one, but I didn't like continue it, and I want to.
I love it. Let me know if you guys play. Everybody come to my island.
Aw. Fave fall clothing trends right now. Do you have any?
Do you know one that I've been seeing around that I'm kind of confused by? It's a shoe. And it's that Adidas shoe that's blue that I see everybody buying.
Blue.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sambas?
Are they the Sambas? Yeah, like they're the Adidas, and it's just all blue, and they're just like a flat-footed shoe, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, not that they're not cute, but it's like also the color. Like everybody's buying the blue ones. I'm like, what is going on?
I need to see the blue ones. Well, funny you say that because I just bought Sambas a few days ago, and I bought ribbons for it and charms, and I want to decorate them. So I have fallen into the trend.
That's like, but I just like I said, it's not that I don't think that they're like not cute. I don't think that I'm going to be buying any. I say that and then I like flash forward like me having them.
That was me. I didn't want them, but I bought them.
I know I'm not going to buy them because I don't think I could pull them off. Like I just don't. And I'm like, I just don't get it. Like, where did these come from? Because, like, even I was watching, like, Sophie and George's vlogs, and they were all, Rachel, like, they're all talking about these shoes. And I was like, what is going on? Like, where did these come from? Like, what even are these? Like, I can tell with, like, Uggs or even Converse, Doc Martens, like, those are, like, fall kind of clothing trends that happen. And I'm like, I get it. Because those look like fall shoes. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I love Uggs. Uggs are like very highly like whatever, because somebody on TikTok was like, they look like hooves, and now every time that I wear them, somebody always DMs me hooves. I'm like, okay, you're so original and funny. I just think they're so cute. Like I think they're cute.
They're fall.
They're cozy. Oh, I just bought a new pair of Birkenstocks and I was wearing them today. I love them so much. You know how you ordered the Uggs that are kind of like fuzzy? Mm-hmm. But they're like my Birkenstock Bostons that I wear all the time. They're like that.
Oh, that's cute.
Should I get them? I'll show you them.
I love my fuzzy Uggs. They're a little bit platform though, and I didn't realize that when I was buying them, but I love them like a lot. I feel really tall in them. I actually almost fell the other day because I was walking in them, and like I said, they're like the platformers are kind of hard to walk in, but they're fuzzy and they're cute.
These are
oh my god, cute. They're kind of
so
like
cute.
The same Sherpa.
But they're the Bostons because I love wearing my Bostons, and even in the winter time, like these are absolutely everything to me. Like I love them so much, and I'm so excited. Also, I feel like what other clothing fall trends there are? Like the headbands. I feel like people wear headbands a lot in the fall time. Again, it's like a Rory Gilmore thing because doesn't she like wear that black headband?
Yeah,
I can't wear headbands. I can't.
Yeah,
I wish I could.
I only wear the big ones, not like the flat ones, because those don't look cute. But I feel like I just bought ballet flats.
You talked about that in your vlog, and I was very interested on what you meant by that, because I actually pictured like the ballet flats that are hanging in your closet. Like I pictured like the point shoes.
Like point shoes. No, they're like little flats. But I bought black ones. They have a little bow on it. I'm gonna see if they're cute, but I keep seeing them. And I also bought, like I said, ribbon. I've been putting ribbons on everything I possibly can, including like my hair and literally anything because I think it's just really cute.
You know, that reminds me of,
What?
since you said about that album, the song Lacey by Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah,
Where it's like,
it's giving-
ribbons in your hair.
Yeah.
Who do you think that's about, by the way? Have you even seen the discourse? That it's either about
I
Sabrina
saw-
Carpenter or Gracie Abrams.
If I had to choose between Gracie or Sabrina, I would choose it's about Sabrina.
I also, I don't know, it's so hard because I feel like it could go for either one of them, because the part where it's like you've got everything I want is because they're both opening for Taylor Swift, so it could really fit for either of them. But I also feel like it's Sabrina, because when she says your compliments are like, God, what's the lyric?
Bullets
Your
on
compliments
skin.
are like bullets on skin, because there was like when the whole entire discourse was going on and Sabrina Carpenter like made a statement, but she was like complimenting Olivia Rodrigo, like didn't have anything bad to say about her and actually like uplifted her. And that makes sense to me why it would be about her. I don't know, that just made me think about it. But I feel like you can pull off that ribbon aesthetic. What is that aesthetic called? There's like a specific name
the
for that
coquette,
aesthetic.
Isn't that?
Yeah, that's, yeah. I'm like, you can pull that off. That's like so girly and cute, like that you can do that.
Maybe that's my fall aesthetic.
Yeah.
I'm going
like the
girly.
Yeah, and I love that.
I
for
love the
you,
ribbons.
because
I think it's so fun. Thanks.
I know. I saw somebody take the AirPod Maxes and like put little ribbons on them. I think that's so cute.
I did that. I don't even know where my AirPods are right now. Oh, they're over there. I put little blue ones on them. On the little.
Aww.
My mom loved it too. She walked downstairs. She was like, "This is so cute." I was like, "I know, I
know
love it."
she was like dying over that. That is absolutely adorable. I don't know what other clothing trends are. Like, yeah, sweaters, obviously. I'm trying to think. It's just really the Sambas that have been messing me up. Like, I don't know. It's because it feels like a random shoe. I don't know. I love tote bags, though. Tote bags are like every season, but I feel like they're really big in fall.
What is better, books or movies set in fall? I say, hold on. Hold on. Let me think. Books or movies set in fall? I'm going to just say books because I don't watch movies. I think anything that's mine, because I don't know, even if it's a fall movie or a fall book, I'm picking the book. Like, I just can't sit. Like, I'll go on my games if I'm sitting and watching something, and then it ruins the whole thing.
I will say like TV/movie set in fall, because like but I feel like because when I read a book in fall, it's like, yeah, it can take place in fall, but it's more because of the setting that I'm living in my own actual life, what makes it super fall-y. But when I'm watching a TV and movie set in fall, like I can see it, like when you watch When Harry Met Sally, and you can see the foliage around them and you can feel the vibe of the fall season. Like, I really like that when you can watch a movie and you can feel it through the screen. And more with books, I mean, you can feel it with books, but again, I feel like it's more about you and the setting that you're in that makes it feel that way.
That's actually really valid. I didn't even think about that. Like, reading a fall book in the summer doesn't make sense or feel right.
Exactly. What is your favorite fall scent? So, like, what is your go-to scent in the fall time?
Like,
is it gonna be
me? Or like me?
Like anything. Is it like perfume, candles? What's the scent that you're going for?
Oh, a pumpkin spice vanilla candle. Like, all day I want it
very
lit all day.
warm. If it's candles, very warm. And I literally bought the Billie Eilish perfume. The one where it's just basically her boobs. It's just, that's the perfume bottle.
Seen that. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I literally have it over there. Okay, guys, I'll show you.
I've been using the same perfume for so long. I just used the Glossier one. I always forget, like, you can buy new perfumes.
This is what the perfume looks like, everybody.
Oh. Is that supposed to be her? Oh.
I don't know. I mean, it's literally Eilish by Billie Eilish. That's the perfume it's called. And this smells like warm vanilla, and I love it.
Oh, really? Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love those scents. I think those are like the perfect fall scents. Warm.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
If I'm lighting a candle, it's gonna be something pumpkin, something warm, something like that.
What is your favorite past Halloween costume?
Oh, it's like a Halloween costume that I got that. A lot of people ask this question about Halloween costumes. They said, what are we going to be this year? What's one of your favorite Halloween costumes that you've ever worn? What do you guys do for Halloween? I was getting a lot of questions about that.
Okay. Halloween, I haven't like trick-or-treated since, I think the last time was like beginning of high school, maybe freshman year. We like did it for fun. Other than that, for Halloween, I think I just went to like in high school, like Halloween parties, and then in college, like we kind of went out for Halloween, but I don't do anything for Halloween now. Like, I don't like actually celebrate it. I like to celebrate with my dogs and put costumes on them and let them watch the trick-or-treaters, But Halloween costumes, I can't remember what I like was like throughout like high school and college, which actually is saying something. That means I didn't like them. I have no idea what I was. I'd have to go through my pictures. But when I was little, every year, I think I was Belle. I think I was Belle in Sleeping Beauty every single year. And I remember the costume like so vividly. I loved it so much. But my mom used to make me put like the long sleeves on because it's cold out here in Halloween. I used to like cry.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would ruin the costume. But yeah, like those were my favorite. Well, not my favorite, but like the most I remember. I think my first Halloween I was a pumpkin. I remember my mom telling me that.
So cute.
Yeah, but I don't really remember too much. Like Halloween was never like a big like my favorite holiday.
No, I don't love Halloween. I just love the fall season. But I do love like I don't like go out and do anything on Halloween. But I like to like get a costume and like take a picture and post it on Halloween.
Yeah, I like seeing other people's. Oh my God, hi Charlie. Oh my God,
no, this is not. It's not big enough for the both of us. It's just simply not.
She is so cute. Is she kidding?
She does this. Okay. Yep. Just make yourself right at home. Hon.
She is so cute. No, I don't. Like my Halloween costumes, I don't really like think of dressing up, but like seeing what other people are dressed up as is like my favorite thing ever. Like I love seeing what other people are being. Like it's so fun.
I love like seeing people dress up for Halloween, and like I said, I don't do anything on Halloween. My favorite thing to do on Halloween is sit on my doorstep and like hand out candy. Yeah, like I love like doing that. I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't like. I mean, my family. I don't know. We didn't like celebrate Halloween. Like we trick or treated every year, but it wasn't like not one of those families that really celebrated Halloween. I think my favorite costume I've ever done is last year when I did the whole entire Casey Becker from Scream, and I did that costume and did the little,
I remember that was cool.
The recreation, just because I put so much into it, and like I spent like 3 hours filming that thing, and I tried my best and thrifted a bunch of stuff to try to bought a wig and everything to try to like replicate that. And so I want to do something cool again this year. Who knows?
Yeah,
let me
know.
I think what should we be for Halloween this year? Let us know down below.
Let us know what me and Des should be for Halloween,
because I have no idea, so let us know.
Me neither. I think I saw one on TikTok that I sent over that I thought was cute. Was it TikTok?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
What is your favorite genre to read in the fall?
I would say fantasy, because I feel like fall feels so magical to me because it's so pretty, and so I love it for it to be fall and to read a fantasy book.
Yeah, I feel like it's like spooky season. It's like fantasy just makes sense in the fall time.
Yeah, and cute little romances too.
Yeah, I've just been in such a fantasy mood, like not like a dark fantasy, but it's just like I don't know, all the fantasy vibes. Or all the books I want to read right now.
Ooh, okay. So do you prefer, for reading, do you prefer it to be rainy or sunny? Like you got the fall foliage going on. Would you rather it be sunny or would you rather it be rainy?
That's hard. I honestly, I think, I don't know. I like reading outside, but also I think the rain gives just the extra vibe. It really just like completes the fall reading vibe.
I would say the same. I would act like I am Bella Swan in Twilight if it was raining and it was fall time and there's a fog settling over. But I wouldn't let Edward just sit in the corner and watch me sleep. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't do that.
Well, thank you. Pumpkin or apple flavored things? I think pumpkin, personally. I don't really like apple flavored things, I don't think. I haven't tried too many,
I would say apple, because just me and pumpkin, I don't try like a lot of pumpkin flavored foods, but the drinks so far, I'm like, apple's got to pull through flavor palette wise. I can't do pumpkin.
Yeah, so
I feel like I'd have to try pumpkin flavored foods. Like I don't think I've really ever tried like pumpkin flavored food. So
we'll try some when you come. We'll get some pumpkin flavored stuff.
Y'all just wait on that. Okay. Our very last question is, do you prefer like the OG, like orange and black fall aesthetic, the browns and neutrals, or like the colorful? Like when you go into a Home Goods, would you decorate your room with like the OG, like orange and black? Would you go neutrals, like browns and orange, or would you go colorful?
I think neutrals. I love the orange and browns, like the dark reds. Those colors I love. Yeah. They just like, because just when the leaves change to those colors. So I think that color scheme is my fave.
Yeah. See, I would also say the neutrals, but then when I'm looking around my room, it's literally just a bunch of orange and black, except for like this corner. Like my bed, the sheets on my bed, my pillows. I mean, everything's just orange and black.
Yeah.
So I feel like, but then I feel like that's like Halloween. So I don't know. I feel like for the just fall, it's neutrals, but if I'm like thinking about Halloween, it's orange and black.
Oh, yeah.
Giving spooky, but those are all of the fall questions. Those were like basically all of the questions we were getting asked mixed into one little melting pot that were fall related. I'm super excited though, because when I go down to Jersey, me and Sara are gonna like bulk record some podcasts, and they're gonna be like following that same fall vibe, but they're gonna be themed and they're gonna be so much fun. I've been planning them out.
Lots of fall vibes coming your way.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so fun.
I know. You prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me.
No, actually, prepare to be sick of us talking about fall.
Oh, yeah. No, like, actually, just prepare to be like, oh, my God, not again. I mean, but we'll also try to, like, mix some other stuff into the episodes. Like, for example, like, today's episode was, like, a fall vibe, but, like, at the beginning, we talk about different things. Yeah. I understand not everybody loves the fall season.
We just have to savor it while we can.
Yeah, because I feel like it's the shortest season. Like, I feel like we get a lot of winter, a lot of summer, and I feel like we get a lot of spring. So I feel like fall is the shortest season for sure.
Yeah, which is why we love it, and we need to savor it while we can, and that's why we're going to talk about it a lot.
Exactly. So just buckle up and get ready, and let us listen to it and enjoy it. Fall into the fall vibe.
Yeah,
it's Christian girl autumn. That's my aesthetic I'm going with this fall.
Oh, you can get some infinity scarves and leggings and boots with leg warmers. Is that your vibe?
My God, yes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm bringing 2015 back.
Right. Oh, perfect.
Yeah. I did have a hyperfixation for like 2 weeks, a few weeks ago, that everybody was posting like the 2015, 2014 aesthetic, and I was like, I'm going to start posting like that. Like, I full on like told my mom, like, no, I'm going to start posting it's 2014 again.
I kind of love it though.
I'm going to start just doing the square, just one picture, and using the Instagram filters.
Not and the being Instagram like, filters.
How would you guys feel if I started posting like it was 2014, 2015 again?
Nostalgic. I would kind of love it.
Oh my God, I'm going to bring it back. That's going to be my thing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. Don't know why I just did that, actually. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. If you guys are ready for all of our fall themed episodes and all of that stuff. Oh, wait. No. We're not done. We're such idiots. We have the end of episode fun thing.
Oh my God. Wait, how did I forget? Why did I think that was our fun thing? But we actually wrote down stuff for our actual fun thing.
Soar, I can't remember if this was a DM or it was a comment, but somebody said, hey, you guys should do where me and Sara both write down our top 5 books, our top 5 book boyfriends, and our top 5 book tropes, and the other person has to guess what the top 5 are. So that's what we're going to do.
I can't believe we forgot about this. We literally just
this was so fun. I can't believe it. I was like ending it, and I was doing a mental checklist in my mind. And so we're gonna do this really quick. I can't believe we almost like didn't do an end of episode fun thing. Here we go.
No, I know, because in my head that fall one was our end of the episode, but it wasn't. That was just our little theme.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I don't know. Whichever you want. Why am I nervous?
I'm nervous.
Let's just do top 5 books first. And let's just guess each other's. Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing? Okay. Okay. You want to go first?
Like, guess yours first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I can do it. I feel like I can. Okay. So we're going to do a score, too. We're going to keep score out of 5. Because we're just going to guess 5. And we're going to see how many we get out of that 5.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to do 5 straight.
Okay.
Okay. So for the first category, I'm about to guess what is in Sarah's top 5 books. I'm scared. Okay. So I'm going to guess. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to guess. Did you put specific books, or if it's part of a series, did you just like put the...
I put specific.
Okay. I'm going to say Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. I'm going to say Powerless. I'm going to say Divine Rivals. I'm going to say... Oh, I'm gonna... I don't know if it's up there, though. I don't know if it's up there. I'm gonna put... No, that's a new one that's coming out. I'm gonna put... Once Upon a Broken Heart. I don't know. That one's a gamble. Okay. And I'm gonna put what did I already say? I already said Powerless. Why am I looking around? I'm gonna say I don't think you would have put. Are you gonna? I was gonna guess Magnolia Parks, but I don't think you would have put both of them up there.
Oh no.
No, I think you would have just put The Long Way Home. I think you would have just chose that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you put a Daisy Hates book. Okay. Soar. Okay, well now I don't trust that. Okay, that was so suspicious. I'm gonna say I'm not near my bookshelf either, so this is hard. I'm trying to think. There's like one that's obviously looking me in the face that I'm not thinking about right now. It's not. No, it's not. I was going to guess one from the Chestnut Spring series, and that's not it. I'm going to say Happy Place. I'm just going to put that out there. No, I don't think it's in there.
Okay. Do you want me to tell me how many points you got, or do you want me to name off the books?
You name off the books, and I'll remember what I said. Okay.
You got the first three, like, in order. It was...
I did?
Yeah, Magnolia Parks, Long Way Home, Powerless, and then Divine Rivals.
Okay.
And that's Powerless, Lauren Roberts, not Chestnut Springs, right? That's what you were talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The fourth one was Beach Read.
Oh, I guessed the wrong one.
That you were close. I know you were thinking of an Emily Henry book. And then the fifth one was Crooked Kingdom.
Ah, damn. That's what I was forgetting. I was like, there's an obvious
like
one
an
looking
older
in the
one.
face since that one. Yeah.
That one I read a while
I was
ago.
thinking
So
about that.
like I knew you. That was a tricky
That one's
one.
over the Once Upon a Broken Heart duology for you?
I think so. Because I didn't absolutely love the first one. But like Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, like I love those books.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still, but it was hard. I couldn't choose like 5 because I was gonna put Ballad of Never After, but I was like, don't know what to choose. It was an option.
Oh my god, no, that's what I meant. I couldn't think of the second book, so I was gonna say Curse for True Love. That's when I went, no, that's the new one, and I couldn't think of the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart.
I almost did. Yeah. I almost did that one. Okay. Your books.
I also put the specific books. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. All right. The first one is A Court of Mist and Fury.
Okay. Are you just gonna guess all 5 at one time like I did, or are you just like wanting me to? Okay.
No, I can guess them. Okay. The next one's hard because I don't know which one's your favorite out of all of them. I'm gonna say. Like, is it Binding or Keeping? I don't know. They're both the same in my head. I'm gonna say Keeping 13.
That's disrespectful.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Keeping 13. And then. Happy Place? I'm gonna say Happy Place.
Okay.
I don't know Throne of Glass books. Can I just like put that in one big section?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know the names of them. One of the Throne of Glass books is on the list.
Okay.
I think. And then the fifth one, I'm gonna say. Oh my god, I'm nervous. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Did you put Daisy Hates on your list? Wait.
Is that your final guess?
I don't know, because I feel like you didn't. I'm between Daisy Hates and the Addicted series. And now I'm nervous which one to pick. Because you don't love the Magnolia Park series. I'm going to say... I don't know. Okay.
Go with your heart.
I'm just going to say Daisy Hates too, because I don't know which Addicted book is your favorite.
Okay.
I'm just going to go with that. Okay.
All right. So, my list is as follows. I said Keeping 13.
Yes.
Then I said A Court of Mist and Fury.
Okay.
And then I said Beach Read.
Oh.
Because I love
I didn't know
Win,
which
but I
one.
love Gus. Like, I love Gus.
Okay.
It's a special place in my heart. I did put the Throne of Glass series, but it was specifically Kingdom of Ash, but I put Throne of Glass because, like, you don't know the, like, specific books.
Yeah.
And then the last one...
Yeah, what was it?
Was Addicted After All.
That's the one I was going to say, too. I almost said Addicted After All. Oh, I'm so mad at myself.
So we got the same score. We both got 3 out of 5 on the first category. Okay, slay of us. At least, but we were like on the same route, and I did debate putting Daisy Hates 2 on
I know,
the
I didn't
list.
feel like loved it that much. This one was hard because I didn't know. Okay, you can guess first, and then I could explain stuff. This one was hard.
Okay,
though.
I'm scared. No, this one's gonna be hard for me to guess. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna get a good score this time. I have a fear of failure, so this is hard for me. Okay, number 1, I'm gonna say BJ, and then I'm going to say, I don't know if you would put him because I haven't read the book, but I remember that you said his name was it? It wasn't Nico. What is his name?
I know who you're talking about.
What? The guy from Powerless, and then
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to think of who else that you're like, wow, he's amazing. Connor Cobalt. I don't know if you put him because it's such an old thing. You're not really in the Addicted series anymore.
Okay.
But you put Beach Read. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to choose between Gus or Win. But you put Beach Read on your list, so I'm going to go with Gus. I think I'm like shooting in the dark. Do I have one more? And then
you have 2 more. Wait, do you have one more? Wait, yeah, you have one more. Just kidding.
Yeah, okay. And then I said, I don't think you would put Julian. I don't think you would. Because you just didn't like him that. I don't know. Not that you didn't like Julian, but I love Julian. In another life, I could have loved you. In another life, I would have let you. So, God. Sorry, when I start thinking about it, I'm sweating. Frick, I don't know. I start getting mad at you. I'm like, I don't know, Sarah. I don't know. I am trying to think of books. Let's say Jasper.
You got them all right.
What?
Well, the last one, so it was BJ, Jasper, Kai is the guy's name from Powerless.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
Gus. And then the last one, I put either Connor or Elliot, because those are like books I read a while ago, so like either one.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have guessed, but you got them all.
Straight.
That was really good.
I was not like confident in it at all either. I was like, I don't know. Like, let me just throw this out there.
No, that was really good.
I don't know why I thought his name was Nico, but I was like, whoever this guy is in this book,
Yeah.
I was almost about to pick it up because I was like, what's his name? But yeah, Kai.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll slay.
Okay.
That's a confident booster for me.
That was really good. Okay, your top 5 book memories. Okay, first one's Reese. I know that.
Okay.
Then... Is it... Okay. Like, I know you love Gibbsy, but I want to say Johnny. I'll say Johnny.
Okay.
You also said Beach Read, not Happy Place, but I don't know if you love Gus or Win more. You just actually said you don't love Win as much. So I think it's Gus.
Okay.
Okay. And then Low.
Okay.
And then the guy from Throne of Glass that I don't know his name. Oh, wait,
Okay.
no, I have one more. Wait. Add Zayden somewhere in there.
Okay.
I don't know who I would switch him out with. Maybe I would switch him out with... Oh, I don't know who I would switch him out with. Gus? Do you love Gus as much as Zayden? I don't know.
Do
Those
I?
are my thoughts. Well, I don't know.
Okay, who did you say? Okay, you said Reese.
I said Reese, and then I said Johnny.
Okay.
And then I think I said Gus.
Okay.
And then Low.
Okay.
Zayden. I gave 6, so there's one more I forgot.
Okay. So, this is my list.
Oh, the Throne of Glass guy. I don't know his name.
Yeah. I will say I didn't put the Throne of Glass guy because I felt like that was
okay.
unfair because you like know nothing about the series, so I didn't put him. If Sarah would have read the series, he would have been number 2 because wow, what a man. Anyway, number 1 was Rezand, of course. No one's taking the top spot from him. I just don't think I've found somebody that can do that yet. 2 was Zayden, so you're 2 for 2 right now.
Okay.
Number 3 was Johnny, so you got that one. However, number 4 was Gibbsy. So I did put both of them.
Oh, shoot.
I couldn't pick between them, so I put them. And then number 5 was Lauren Hale. So you got 4 out of 5, which is absolutely amazing. And that's such a slay.
Slay. Yeah, that was good.
I got you because you thought that I was going to pick between Johnny and Gibbsy when I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know who you would choose between them because I know you love the both of them.
Oh my god, I love them. Oh my gosh. Okay. I do reread Chloe Walsh's little like sneak peeks of the book like 5 times a day. I log on my bookstore just to read them. It's kind of bad. But next up in the last category is the top 5 tropes, which is going to be hard because I can't think of 5 tropes. So
I googled tropes.
So did I.
Like,
So
what are
did
book
I.
tropes? I didn't either.
Okay. So I'll guess yours.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to say enemies to lovers, friends to lovers, second chance romance. Is childhood friends and friends the same thing? Like that, I just kind of group. Yeah, it's like the same thing.
You can group.
I already said second chance. What are the other tropes? Hey, what's other tropes? Oh my god, I don't know other tropes. Hey guys, don't know tropes that well. Let me look up. I'm literally gonna look up a list of tropes. List of book tropes. What? Okay, I'm gonna say like the most random ones just because I don't want there to be whatever. We're gonna say best friend's brother and rivals. That's what we're gonna say.
Okay. Okay. It was enemies to lovers.
Okay.
Childhood friends to lovers.
Okay.
And I put found family.
Oh, frick. I forgot about the found family trope.
And then I put second chance. And then the last one I didn't know. I put 2. I was like, if she gets either one, it was either soulmates or forced proximity.
Oh, okay.
But it was hard for me to even choose those. Like, they're not my favorite. Okay. I think you got 3. That's pretty good for, like, not even knowing some tropes.
Okay. Okay, we're doing great right now.
Okay. I'm nervous. Okay. Enemies to lovers, specifically fantasy. I don't know if you're specifying here. Friends to lovers.
Okay.
Did you mix the 2? Like, can I say childhood or should I just keep them together?
I just the 2 are grouped in my mind.
Okay. What are other tropes? I'm trying to...
I think I put a specific trope that I don't think you'll get, and it kind of feels unfair, but it is like a...
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like your favorite books. Is mates a trope? Can I put that in there? Fated mates.
Yeah.
Found family. I'm gonna throw that in there. And there's literally no tropes in my brain right now.
That was me trying to guess. Oh my God.
Marriage. The arranged marriage.
Okay. All right. So you got enemies to lovers, friends to lovers.
Okay.
And then I put the who did this to you trope. Because whenever that happens in fantasy books, I
easily
literally, like, my face flushes red. It's like the worst thing. Okay. Somehow Sarah guessed I got the fated mates. I literally put that.
I was like, Reese. I was like, what does he do?
Yes. No, that was the one, and never mind, that would have been a spoiler. I love when that happens, though, in books and their fated mates. And then I put second chance just because I was thinking of, like...
I didn't know if I was gonna like second chance. Yeah.
And it was like a second chance. So I was like, I mean, I guess I do kind of like second chance, but it's number 5. So you got 3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5.
All right. That's not bad. I'll take that.
I got 3 of the top 5 right. I got all 5 right of book boyfriends. And
that was crazy.
How many did I get for tropes?
I think 3.
Yeah. So that's 11 out of 15.
I don't know math. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 11.
I got 11 out of 15.
I think I got 10 because I only got 2 on the last one. Wait, did I get all of your book boyfriends? No. I got 4.
No. You missed 1 on the book boyfriend. So you got 4, 3, and 3.
I think 9. Wait.
Yeah. No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Us not knowing math.
Never ask us to do mental math.
No, never. No, we just know girl math. That's it. But that was so fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
That was a good quiz.
I do love a good quiz. A little bestie book quiz. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
See if we know. But now that's actually the end of the episode, guys. Like, that's actually, unfortunately, the end of the episode. Thank you so much for sticking with us this week. We have a little bit of a longer episode this week to make up for last week not having an episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys just do like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel, give us a 5-star on your reviews, and just tell your friends about us, about your favorite podcast. Okay, and have an amazing day. We love you guys, and we will.
Thank you so
You
much
guys
for
will listen to
watching
us next
and
Thursday.
listening. Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks for watching, listening. Bye.